Greetings, movie fans. Lieutenant Fish is back to bring the pain with another review. People like to say that beauty is what's on the inside. All well and good for most folks. In this week's review, however, we're going to talk about a dame with looks that'd make the Elephant Man throw up in his mouth.
Ha desaparecido.
Léele sus derechos.
Sí, jefe.
Que de pequeña tuviste que ser una niña. Preciosa.
Me las llevaré todas, doctor.
Parece que he hecho mal en confiar en el doctor Berner.
Escorpios, Lolilla.
Cuídese, madre.
Compréndeles, cariño. Demuestra al mundo que eres capaz.
Esta se habrá operado las tetas, teñido el pelo, cambiado la nariz. Vete tú a saber lo que ha hecho. No la reconocería ni su puñetera madre.
Cuando llegamos estaba muerta. Yo solo me la creo.
Oye, tu cara me suena.
Acabas de follar conmigo, ¿te acuerdas?
Cree que puede ser obra de un asesino en serie, teniente.
¿Es posible?
Solo pido que me quieran. Me quieran de verdad.
Está aquí.
¿Dónde? ¿Tú no podrías enamorarte de una persona que no fuera especialmente bella?
¿Tú sí?
Por supuesto.
Aunque fuera la mujer más fea del mundo.
If you hadn't already guessed, this film has no connection whatsoever to Lizzie Velazquez or any other real person out there. It's 100% completely fictitious. The Ugliest Woman in the World, aka La Mujer Más Fea del Mundo, is a Spanish film that came out in 1999. The Ugliest Woman in the World was directed by Miguel Bardem and stars Ilia Galera as Lola Otero, Roberto Alvarez as Police Lieutenant Arribas, and comedic performer Havivi as Sergeant Palayo. Functionally, this film is another genre mashup of the sort I find so appealing. A little sci-fi here, a little police procedural there, a little serial killer type horror over here, and what the heck, let's throw in a little comedy as well. For my money, the mix works very well. Even a number of the humorous moments are laugh-out-loud funny for me via the performances and subtitles. Obviously, that may not translate equally well to other viewers out there. A number of early reviews I read were a little more lukewarm. The plot begins with the appearance of the newborn and apparently hideous-looking Lola Otero in a hospital maternity ward on New Year's Day 1982, before jumping forward to New Year's Eve 2010, when we witness a grisly murder take place in the unlikely location of an assisted living facility. The story proceeds into the year 2011 with periodic flashbacks to Lola's life growing up. It takes the police, led by Lieutenant Arribas, some time, but they begin to make the slim connections between the murdered senior citizen and a number of initially unrelated appearing murders that have been taking place over the past 10 years, always occurring on New Year's. And what is Lola Otero's connection to these murders? A beauty queen who appeared on the social scene for a brief period, basking in the limelight and then vanishing, soon after the death of her former fiancé. When it comes to spoilers, I will strongly recommend that folks interested in checking out this movie avoid conducting image searches online. The effects and makeup work put together for the climax of this movie is really something else, disturbing though it may be. Although throughout the film we are never shown Lola Otero's true face until the finale, we are given the chance to observe the reactions to other characters seeing her. And this is where we get into my primary complaint with a film like this. As a genre mashup, it's fairly solid on the whole. The elements all work well. But on the other hand, you could say it spreads itself just a little too thin. It winds up playing things a little too safe without truly committing to the bit. We get some futuristic technology, but nothing groundbreaking. We see the briefest clips and hints of brutal murders, but next to nothing is truly shown. Even the Silence of the Lambs is more graphic when it comes to serial killing imagery. On the other hand, we have nudity and sexuality in addition to hints off-screen at minors repeatedly raping another minor, with characters joking about putting a bag over her head while doing it, which is perhaps not necessarily that surprising for late 90s era European film. I hope to present this half-hearted contrast more clearly with some future reviews of films that are unashamed to go whole hog on the weirdness. To touch on one point just a little more, As a flick with some distinct science fiction characteristics, it made the decision, for better or for worse, to set it just 12 years in the future, of 2011. Sadly, now that 2011 has come and gone, similar to the original Blade Runner in the upcoming year of 2019, one gets the feeling that they should have aimed just a little further out. Maybe 2025 or something similar. We always hope the flying cars, cold fusion, and jetpacks are just around the corner. And we're always bound to be disappointed. The UK DVD I picked up is region-free, but sadly appears to be out of print. It's a solid presentation with good subtitles on the main feature in addition to a subtitled making of featurette, which impressively also avoids any character spoilers. For folks interested in viewing the movie now and not spending too much, I would suggest checking out the Hong Kong release linked in the description below. I can't vouch for the quality, but I'm not aware of another subtitled option at this date. And again, I have seen no references to a Blu-ray release anywhere at this time. So, in the end, is it worth hunting down? If you like science fiction with a genre-mixing twist, sure. If it had come out 10 years later, we'd probably be looking at something playing the extreme effects game in one way or another, but this one stays on the safer side of the tracks for nearly the entire running time. Still, you have some great performances, some funny gags, and engaging characters. If they'd only amped things up a few more notches, it would be distinctly more memorable. That said, for the cost of the Hong Kong release, I'd say it's worth a shot if you're looking for something off the beaten track. As always, if you enjoyed this review, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share these links. New reviews on Thursdays, other videos when I have time. Stay tuned, movie fans. Lieutenant Fish, out.